Liverpool have stepped up their interest in Crystal Palace defender Marc Guehi, with fresh reports suggesting the club have made a new move to secure his signature. The Reds have been keeping close tabs on the England international for some time, and their latest approach underlines how highly he is regarded within Arne Slot's plans. With the transfer window edging on, Guay has once again emerged as a key target as Liverpool look to strengthen their defensive options. Let's break this down in today's video, along with all the other Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. But first, Liverpool boss Arne Slot saluted his team's fighting mentality after watching them kill off Newcastle's unlikely fight back with a decisive final punch. The Reds led Eddie Howe's 10 men 2-0 after 46 minutes at St James's Park on Monday evening and looked set to cruise to victory before the Magpies dragged themselves back into the game only to be felled finally by 16-year-old substitute Rio Ngumoha. Slot later admitted that the champions had been lucky to emerge with the points, but asked if that kind of result on that kind of night was what won titles. He replied, "That is the last thing I think about in this moment, if I'm honest. Winning away at Newcastle, then you definitely need to have quality, especially in an atmosphere like this. Not football quality, because that's not what we showed today. Apart from the last goal we scored, that looked a little bit like what I see on a daily basis on the training ground. But to have the mentality to fight here in such a hostile stadium, that is definitely something you also need if you want to compete in the end. Winning is something else, but at least competing, you definitely need to have this mentality, and that's what we showed." Liverpool arrived on Tyneside expecting a hostile welcome on and off the pitch as a result of their pursuit of Newcastle's star striker Alexander Isak, and they were not to be disappointed. They took a 35th minute lead against the run of play through Ryan Gravenberch and found themselves firmly in the driving seat in first half stoppage time when Newcastle's Anthony Gordon, debutising for Isak as a central striker, was sent off after a VAR review of his lunge at Virgil van Dijk. Hugo Ekitike, who might have been wearing black and white rather than red, had the Magpies been able to push home their interest in his before the Reds swooped, doubled their advantage seconds after the restart. But goals from Bruno Guimaraes and substitute Will Osula looked to have given the hosts a point before Rio swept home a winner in the 10th minute of stoppage time. Slot, who fielded midfielder Dominik Szoboszlai as an emergency right-back, said, "How do you sum up an evening like this up? It felt familiar to me. I think I have experienced a game like this once before since I'm here in England. That was Everton away last season, where so many things happened, where it was complete chaos, where the fans were so loud and so there for the home team, and our fans tried to help us as much as they could. It was an unbelievable atmosphere, and for us to stay strong in that atmosphere for such a long time is worth more to me than when we play every single time out from the back, and we have a 4 or 5-0 win." Now, in a huge Marc Guehi approach, Liverpool are expected to make a new approach to Crystal Palace over a deal for Marc Guehi this week, though the defender's price tag will need to be reduced. The next 6 days will be pivotal as Liverpool look to get 2 more signings over the line before the transfer deadline on Monday night. Along with a potential British record deal for Newcastle striker Alexander Isak, the champions are also looking to secure a move for Guehi, but Liverpool have been unwilling to meet Palace's price tag of £40 million, with the Mail's Lewis Steele reporting that more talks are planned for this week. That comes with the hope that Guehi's asking price will be reduced, with it previously explained that a deal worth an initial £30 million and £5 million add-ons is seen as more realistic. Crystal Palace chairman Steve Parish has been frank in his assessment of the player's future, admitting after their 1-0 win over Fredrikstad FK last week that if he doesn't want to sign a contract, then we have to look at it. The England international has, by all accounts, set his heart on a move to Anfield, either this summer for a fee or next year on a free transfer, and Palace are minded to sell, having entered the final year of his contract. This could smooth negotiations over a transfer before 7 p.m. on September 1st, but no deal will be sanctioned until Friday at the earliest. Palace manager Oliver Glasner has made clear that he needs Guay available for the second leg of their UEFA Conference League qualifier against Fredrikstad on Thursday night, as he has no other options at centre-back.
"We have to keep him. Honestly, we have to, especially for the second leg," he told Channel 5 after the opening leg at Selhurst Park. "No injured player will come back, we can't register anyone, so we have to keep him." Liverpool are not anticipated to move for another centre-back if a deal for Guay this summer is deemed impossible, with the 25-year-old viewed as an ideal market opportunity. Arne Slot already has Virgil van Dijk, Ibrahima Konate, Joe Gomez and Giovanni Leone as options at the heart of defence, though concern over Konate's future highlights the need to sign Guehi. In other news,
Kostas Tsimikas is yet to secure a move away from Liverpool, who are locked in talks with AS Roma as they seek a permanent deal for the third-choice left-back. It could have been seen as a slip of the tongue from Arne Slot when he told reporters it would be stupid for Liverpool to have 3 left-backs. The head coach soon corrected himself to acknowledge that there are currently 3 senior left-backs in his squad, with Tsimikas finding himself out of the picture following the signing of Milos Kerkez. Kerkez has started all 3 of Liverpool's games so far this season, with Andy Robertson coming off the bench, while Tsimikas has been left out entirely. Liverpool are open to offers for the Greek, and it is AS Roma who have formalised their interest, but so far they are only looking to negotiate a loan. According to Greek outlet Sportime, and corroborated by the Times' Paul Joyce, Liverpool are currently unwilling to accept a loan, even with an option to buy included. Instead, they are seeking a fee in the region of 10 million to 15 million euros for a player they signed for £11.75 million from Olympiacos 5 years ago. Tsimikas is described as absolutely positive about joining Roma, despite Angelino already established as their first-choice left-back. It is suggested that 2 more clubs have recently made contact over a deal for Liverpool's number 21, which could strengthen their hand as they push for a permanent sale. For their part, Italian journalist Gianluca Di Marzio reports that Roma are prepared to wait until the very end of the transfer window to secure a move for the 29-year-old. Further reports in Italy this week claim Tsimikas has already agreed personal terms with the Serie A side, underlining his desire to join. Liverpool have again shown themselves to be resolute in negotiations over sales this summer, holding out for big fees for the likes of Luis Diaz, Darwin Núñez, Jarell Quansah, Ben Doak and Trent Alexander-Arnold. But Tsimikas' situation may be different given the proximity to the transfer deadline and the risk of retaining a third-choice left-back on a senior wage. While the Greece international is not a top earner at Liverpool, his salary will still be viewed as excessive, with both Kerkez and Robertson also in the squad. Whether that means Liverpool eventually relent and allow Tsimikas to leave on loan with Roma paying his wages remains to be seen, but it certainly seems possible. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you, I'll see you in the next video.